This Good Morning Northwest morning spread is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53 on the nose. Time to get you ready to take on your Monday in the morning sprint.
Sydney Charles live with an event that can help you get your kids ready to go get back to school for free.
And Allison Martinez has your forecast with a major cool down on the horizon.
But first, police say a body was found in downtown Spokane early Sunday morning that had apparent traumatic injuries. The man was found around 1 a.m. near Wall Street and West Railroad Avenue. Spokane Police Department says their major crimes unit is now conducting this death investigation. The identity of the man, along with his cause of death, will be released at a later date. And with information on what happened is asked to call Crime Check. That number on your screen right now.
The Great Fire has scorched more than 10,000 acres near Medical Lake. It is 85% contained today. This is a look at the work firefighters have been doing to contain it. Inside fire lines, crews are actively patrolling and working to put out hot spots. The wildfire has torched nearly 200 homes and buildings in its path since it started 10 days ago.
About 50 miles to the northeast, crews are having a tougher time getting a handle on the Oregon Road fire. Right now, a crew of 800 personnel have that fire at 41% containment. Aerial support has been crucial to fighting this fire. This is the latest evacuation map for those living near Elk. There are no longer any level 3 evacuations, but those living in the yellow regions are encouraged to be set to leave at a moment's notice.
We do have a pretty massive cool down on its way later this week, but before we get there, we have some pretty hot temperatures. Today, we're taking a look at our highs throughout the region, and we're in the 90s region-wide with even temperatures crossing into 100 in Omak, Grand Coulee, and Ritzville. And of course, with these hot temperatures, we like to remind you to do everything you can to take care of yourself and your loved ones, such as drinking plenty of water, finding shade, air conditioning, and checking in on those in vulnerable groups.
We have new information in the University of Idaho murders case. Attorneys for Brian Kohberger, the man accused of killing 4 U of I students in their off-campus home, are pushing to have cameras removed from the courtroom for the remainder of the proceedings. In a court filing Friday, Kohberger's team argues that camera operators have failed to obey the earlier instruction by Judge John Judge to avoid exclusively focusing on Kohberger. You can read the full court document right now on KXLY.com.
In Georgia today, charges against former President Donald Trump will face a major test. District Attorney Fani Willis will lay out the details of her anti-racketeering case against Trump, his chief of staff Mark Meadows, and 17 other co-defendants at a federal hearing. This will be the first time substantive arguments will be made in court about the 4 criminal cases brought against Trump this year.
The FBI is now investigating the shooting in Jacksonville, Florida, Saturday as a federal hate crime. 21-year-old Ryan Christopher Palmiter has been identified as the gunman who shot and killed 3 people inside a Dollar General store Saturday. All the victims were black. You can see the latest on the investigation coming up during Good Morning America.
This morning, an investigation is underway into what caused a U.S. Marine Corps aircraft to crash in Australia, killing 3 Marines. At least 5 other people were injured. President Biden released a statement writing, "Jill and I send our deepest condolences to the families of the Marines who lost their lives in this deadly crash. We are praying for those who also suffered injuries."
Tropical storm Idalia is expected to intensify into a hurricane today and make landfall in Florida Wednesday morning in the Panhandle near Tallahassee. The storm's expected arrival this week has prompted Florida to deploy swift water rescue teams as local officials called for evacuations, announced school closures, and warned people to prepare their property.
And if you're in need of some school supplies like a backpack, a notebook, pencils, or anything, the Northeast Community Center is hosting a free back-to-school event this afternoon. It's from 3 to 6. You can attend for free. Again, parents do not need to bring any identification. Just bring yourself, head on over for all the fun. Again, 3 to 6 p.m. today. You can get free backpacks, free food. There's going to be music. Reporting in Spokane, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
If your morning commute takes you across the Maple Street Bridge, you may need to leave a little bit earlier over the next few weeks. The City of Spokane is beginning a 10-week project in an effort to strengthen the bridge's capacity. Here's a quick look at the traffic detours. The vehicle reroute is marked on your screen in light blue there right in the middle. Northbound lanes on Maple close at 8 o'clock at night and reopen at 6 o'clock in the morning. Southbound traffic is being reduced to 1 lane. This initial phase of the detour is expected to last until September 9th. Drivers encouraged to follow the City of Spokane on social media for updates. Final check of weather next.